Alright guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today is time for part 2 in our command block tutorials, and today we're gonna take a look at advanced teleportation. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So in the first part of the tutorials we saw this teleportation stuff right here. This was very basic, so now we're going to go a bit more in depth, and I've set up all the things we need right here. So let's get started with the basics of teleportation, which were also explained in the first part, but we're going to just take a quick look at them. So here we have the purple block on coordinates x 187, y 56 and z minus 813, and if we press this command block we will arrive at the purple block, so we will teleport towards that. We know the command for that. It's teleport the nearest player at P to the coordinates of the purple block. We saw that last video, so it's not really necessary to go more in depth to that. Here we have relative teleportation. We've also seen this. This is teleportation that depends on where you stand, where you want to go. So if I stand on this orange block and I press this button, I will arrive on this purple block. If I stand on this orange block and press the button, I will arrive on this purple block. Also explained in the previous video, relative teleportation is teleport the nearest player, then uses curly symbols to indicate the change in coordinates, and in this case it's -4 for the z coordinates, which is that direction. If you look, negative z is that direction, so -4 in the z direction, and we arrive right here, and that was not supposed to happen. Oh, hey, there we go. Alright, another part for relative teleportation is actually very simple, but I didn't explain this in the last video. Is actually you can also teleport up and down. So if I press this button, I will arrive 2 blocks higher than where I stood. And if I press this here, I will just arrive in the air and fall down. Now this is very simple also with relative coordination and teleportation, and we just change the y coordinates to 2, so we go 2 blocks up. If we would change this, for instance, to 5, and I will press this, we would arrive 5 blocks above the ground. So very basic, and let's get on with the harder stuff. So we can also do a teleport sequence. Now here I have set up 3 command blocks. If I press this button, I'm gonna go in 5 mode. I press the button, 2, 3, and I arrive here. So it goes in a sequence. First I go on the lowest one, then the middle, the highest, and then the highest. Basic stuff, just 3 command blocks following each other with each time the coordinates for the necessary pillars. This is just a quick thing to see what you can do with combinations of teleportations that you can use in adventure maps and stuff like that. So yeah, this is one way to do it with buttons, but of course you can also use pressure plates, you can use tripwire hooks, you can use fishing rods where you have to pull mobs on pressure plates, all kinds of stuff you can do in adventure maps to make teleportation more useful. So now that we have seen the necessary things to teleport players, we're gonna take a look at how to teleport mobs and items, so in general entities. Now, teleporting mobs, let's do this. We're going to summon a villager on the orange block right there, and we're going to teleport him right into the lava block. So basically what we do is we summon a villager on the coordinates of the block. I will make another tutorial on how to summon items and mobs. But the important part is the teleportation block, of course. So once we get the villager over there, you're going to press this button, and what happens is that it will teleport all entities, so add E. Instead of add P, we're gonna now use add E to target entities. So add E, bracket, open brackets, type, equals villager, with a capital, comma, and a range of 10 blocks. Now I put 10 blocks just to be sure, but this will, of course, it would be enough to have 5 block range because the villager is only 5 blocks away from the command block. And we're going to teleport the entity, the villager, towards the coordinates of the lava block. So if you push that, he gets into the lava. Now if I would summon more villagers all around and press this button, they would all end up in the lava, which is a bit cruel, but it's always fun to do. Now if you want to change this, of course you would have to put the command block right under this block and put the range to 3, so it would only target the villager on this block, and then make a redstone block summon right to the command block so that it will activate it. But that will be for another tutorial once we go more advanced into adventure map stuff. Now, next to mobs, we can also teleport items. So if I summon, let's say, a bucket on this orange block and I press this button, the bucket will arrive at the purple block. If I press it again, nothing will happen. So let's kill that bucket and summon another one. So if we look at this command block, we can see that it will teleport all entities of the type item in a range of 2 blocks and towards the coordinates of plus z3. So it will only teleport items within a range of 2 blocks. So if I put this item here, it will not teleport it because it's not within a range of the command block. And yeah, let's move on to the final part. So that was teleporting items. Finally, we can also teleport players towards mobs and mobs towards players. So if I press this button, I will be teleported towards the villager, and if I press this button, I will be teleported towards the pig. Now the command is fairly simple. If you look into the command block, we can see that teleport the nearest player at P towards the entity of type villager. Now of course, if I would add a range to that, it will only teleport me to the closest villager. Otherwise it would just choose a random villager if there is more than one. And here we have teleports at P towards the entity with type pig. Now if I would turn this around, so if I would say teleport the pig towards the nearest player, and I press this button, the pig will be teleported to me. Fairly simple command all in all. So that was it for advanced teleportation. If you have any questions for this or some more things to add to teleportation, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below and I will certainly take a look at it. So that was the teleportation tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it a bit and have fun playing Minecraft, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.